Welcome to the 10 Minutes Gold Mine, where every book gives you a treasure of knowledge in just 10 minutes. Grit: The Power of Passion and Perseverance by Angela Duckworth. Introduction. In Grit: The Power of Passion and Perseverance, Angela Duckworth explores a powerful and often overlooked factor that plays a key role in success: grit. According to Duckworth, grit is not just about having raw talent but is a combination of passion and perseverance. Gritty individuals continue to push forward toward their long-term goals, even in the face of setbacks. Through research, stories, and insights, Duckworth reveals that success often stems from the determination to keep going, not from innate ability. The book ultimately argues that grit is a skill that anyone can develop, and that it is an essential quality for achieving meaningful success in any area of life. Part 1. Defining grit. Duckworth starts by explaining the essence of grit. It is the passion and perseverance that drives individuals to pursue their long-term goals. Passion, as Duckworth explains, is not fleeting enthusiasm or a sudden burst of energy. It's about having a deep and enduring interest in a pursuit. Perseverance refers to the ability to keep going, even when faced with failure or difficulty. She emphasizes that grit is more important than natural talent. In fact, talent, while helpful, isn't enough to guarantee success. Duckworth cites research and real-world examples, including the world-renowned National Spelling Bee, to illustrate how gritty individuals outperform their more talented peers because they persist in the face of difficulty. The winners of these competitions are not necessarily the most intelligent, but they are the ones who have honed their skills through years of practice and determination. Duckworth also differentiates grit from other concepts like resilience. While resilience focuses on bouncing back after a setback, grit is about long-term perseverance and the passion to keep going, year after year. The term, grit, captures the idea of sustained effort over time, a key characteristic of high achievers. Part 2. The Importance of Passion. In this section, Duckworth delves into the first key element of grit: passion. She stresses that passion is not about sudden bursts of excitement but rather a sustained commitment to a long-term goal. Passion in this context involves consistent, daily engagement with a project, hobby, or cause, even when it gets difficult. One of the most striking points Duckworth makes is that passion isn't always immediate. It develops over time, and it often requires patience and reflection. Finding your passion doesn't happen overnight, but it's about committing to something that aligns with your values and interests. It requires deep exploration and a willingness to experiment until you find something worth sticking with. Duckworth also talks about how passion is more than just loving what you do. It's about investing yourself in something for the long haul. Passion helps individuals navigate the tough times, such as periods of boredom or frustration. She points out that many successful people didn't achieve greatness because they loved what they did all the time, but because they kept doing it even when it wasn't fun. This long-term commitment is what keeps people going, especially when the initial excitement wears off. Part 3. Perseverance: The Power of Effort. The second key element of grit is perseverance, and Duckworth emphasizes that it's effort, not talent, that leads to success. She introduces the concept of the effort counts twice principle, which suggests that talent can take you only so far, but effort multiplies talent and makes success possible. Duckworth presents the formula: skill equals talent times effort, achievement times skill x effort. This formula illustrates that achievement is not just about having natural talent but about applying effort to develop skill, which in turn leads to achievement. This concept is incredibly empowering because it shifts the focus from inherent ability to the effort someone is willing to invest in their development. In other words, success is about continuously improving, and this can be achieved by anyone who is willing to work for it. The author highlights that grit isn't about working harder, it's about working smarter. It's about practicing deliberately, focusing on areas where you were weakest and striving for improvement. She explains that, in her research, people who worked on their weaknesses made greater strides than those who only capitalized on their strengths. Duckworth uses examples of athletes and musicians who have invested countless hours into practice and skill development. She describes the 10,000-hour rule, often associated with Malcolm Gladwell, which suggests that mastery in any field requires about 10,000 hours of deliberate practice. However, Duckworth clarifies that it's not just about the hours, it's about the quality of the effort that goes into those hours. Effort in the form of focused, purposeful practice is what separates the good from the great. Part 4. Developing Grit. So how do you develop grit? Duckworth argues that grit isn't something you're born with, it's something you can cultivate. She suggests several strategies to help develop both passion and perseverance over time. Interest. You can't develop grit if you're not genuinely interested in what you're doing. The first step is to find something you care deeply about, something that sparks your curiosity and makes you excited to learn and grow. This passion fuels perseverance and ensures you stay committed for the long term. Practice. Once you find something you're passionate about, practice is essential. But not just any practice, deliberate practice. Duckworth explains that this type of practice involves pushing yourself beyond your current abilities, focusing on areas that need improvement, and continually challenging yourself to do better. Purpose. Gritty people often feel that their work is part of a larger purpose. Whether it's helping others, creating something valuable, or contributing to a cause, having a sense of purpose gives you a deeper motivation to persist. When you see how your efforts matter beyond yourself, it makes pushing through obstacles more worthwhile. Hope. Duckworth also stresses the importance of hope. Having hope means believing that effort will lead to improvement. It's the mindset that allows you to keep going, even when progress seems slow or uncertain. Hope gives you the confidence to know that your hard work will eventually pay off. Part 5. The role of environment. While grit comes from within, Duckworth acknowledges the importance of a supportive environment. She explains that environments can shape the development of grit, especially when they provide a culture that encourages persistence and values effort. Schools, workplaces, and families that promote a growth mindset are more likely to help individuals develop grit. She points out that some environments can make it easier to develop grit, but you don't have to rely on your surroundings to cultivate it. You can create your own grit culture by surrounding yourself with people who encourage persistence and by holding yourself accountable to keep working toward your goals. Duckworth's research reveals that gritty environments don't just focus on immediate results, they value learning from mistakes and growing through challenges. In such environments, failure is seen as an opportunity for growth, rather than a sign to quit. Part 6. The Grit Scale and Measuring Grit. Duckworth introduces the grit scale, a tool that she developed to measure an individual's level of grit. The scale consists of a series of questions that help people assess their level of passion and perseverance. By using this tool, individuals can understand where they stand and identify areas for growth. Duckworth notes that grit isn't static, it's something that can grow and evolve over time as you continue to put effort into your goals. Part 7. Grit in Practice. The final section of Grit focuses on the practical applications of grit. Duckworth shows that grit is not just for elite athletes, world-class musicians, or top CEOs, it's for anyone who wants to achieve something meaningful. Whether you're working on personal goals or professional ambitions, grit can help you stay focused and motivated to reach your potential. She emphasizes that the path to success is rarely straightforward, and setbacks are part of the process. But the ability to keep going, even when progress is slow or challenges arise, is what ultimately determines success. Duckworth concludes by encouraging readers to embrace the power of grit in their own lives and to understand that anyone can succeed if they are willing to work hard and persevere. Conclusion. Grit teaches us that success isn't just about talent, it's about passion and perseverance. With passion for your goals and the determination to keep going no matter what, you can achieve far more than you ever thought possible. The key is to stay committed, practice deliberately, and always believe that your efforts will lead to improvement. Now, what do you think? Have you noticed that passion and perseverance have played a role in your own success? Do you believe grit is something that can be cultivated? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. That's it for today's 10 Minutes Gold Mine. If you found value in this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and keep mining for more golden knowledge. See you in the next one.